Rahim. Today I'm going to discuss the topic Murabaha to purchase orderer. This is the banking side product, and that we see that what is the structure of this product. And asset side, it is used, and Islamic banks finance their clients through this product. Specifically, it is being used in banking sector in automobiles, and they are selling vehicles also through Murabahah basis. And let's see that what is the structure of this commodity, this product, and just I will discuss some few juristic points. Let's define that what is the Murabaha. It is literally meaning, it is derived from Arabic word that is ribhun, rabaha, ribhun. It is rooted from this letter, and it means that the profit. But by terminology, what is the meaning of murabaha is to sell something on profit and cost. That when a seller sells his commodity, he discloses three things. That first of all, he discloses at what price he is going to sell, at what price he himself bought it, and what was the cost upon that good, and what profit he is going to charge. So these three things, when he discloses, then it is known as the Murabahah case. The two other concepts that are also connected with this sale, that are the tawliya. This is tawliya and wadiya. Tawliya means to sell something covering the purchase price plus cost. Then it means seller does not charge any profit. Wadiya mean that he just sells something on loss. Just he try to cover the purchase price, and he also bear the loss of cost. So this is known as wadiya, and the murabah to sell something against profit. But the murabah contract cannot be executed in a case where seller is not in position to disclose the purchase price or the cost. If the seller says that he does not remember what was the purchase price, then he cannot sell that commodity on murabaha basis. So it is a necessary and a mandatory to sell something on murabaha, that the seller must disclose his purchase price and the cost he borne on that commodity. तो सादा से लफ्ज़ों में ये कि मुराबा उस चीज़ पर नहीं हो सकता अगर फ़रोख्त करने वाला वो उस चीज़ की कीमत ख़रीद नहीं बता सकता, या और वो ये भी नहीं बता सकता कि उसके ऊपर उसकी कितनी लागत आई है, कास्ट आई है. तो अगर वो दो चीज़ें डिस्क्लोज नहीं कर सकता तो वो मुराबा पर चीज़ नहीं बेच सकता, फिर वो मुसावमा पे बेचेगा. एंड मुसावमा मीन to just quote one price, that I am going to sell this commodity for this price. For example, he says that 100 rupee, then it would be known as musawama, because the seller in musawama, seller does not disclose the price, purchase price, and the cost and the profit separately. But what will be the case of murabaha? He says that I myself bought this commodity for 70 rupees and the cost is 10 rupees, and the profit I will charge upon is 10 rupees. So I will sell it for 80 rupees. So this is the case that we will call it that this is the Murabaha. So look at here that Murabaha is derived from ribh, which means gain, a profit or addition. The seller has to reveal his cost, and contract takes place at an agreed margin of profit. He should say, my capital involved in this deal is so much, or the thing has cost me Rs 100 rupee and I sell it to you for the cost plus profit of Rs 10. So he discloses three things: that what was the purchase price, what is the cost, and what is the profit he is going to charge. So this is known as Murabaha. According to Imam Malik, no credit is involved in Murabaha. It means that Imam Malik says that credit Murabaha is not allowed. He allows the Murabaha on cash. There should be no credit. Malkis as a whole do not like this sale as it requires so many conditions, the fulfillment of which is very difficult. वो कहते हैं कि इसके अंदर इतनी शराइत होती हैं जिनको मुकम्मल करना मुमकिन नहीं होता, तो इस वजह से माल की ज्यूरिस्ट जो है वो मुराबहा को कोई आइडियल या प्रेफरेबल सेल मोड नहीं करार देते, वो इसको डिस्करेज करते हैं. हाँ, अलबत्ता ये है कि क्रेडिट मुराबहा को वो बिल्कुल ही अलाउ नहीं करते. However, they do not prohibit it. But Ahnaf and the Shawafi scholars allowed the credit transactions in Murabaha. इमाम अबू हनीफा और इमाम शाफी मुराबाहा की बुनियाद पर क्रेडिट सेल जायज़ करार देते हैं. यानी वो ये कहता है कि जी मेरे I myself bought this thing for 100 rupee, the cost is 20 rupee and the profit is 10 rupee, then I sell it for 130 rupee. He said that okay, I bought it, then the asset has been delivered at the spot, but the client said that he will pay in installment, he will pay in credit. Then the Imam Malik says that it is not allowed, but the Hanafis and Sharia scholars says that this credit involvement is allowed because price has been fixed now, and that after that the price will not be changed and it will be remain instant, irrespective of the fluctuation in the prices of the commodity in the market. It will not affect the price that has been determined. The price has been locked. So that is why the Shawafi and the Hanafi scholars allow it, and they say that the credit murabaha is permissible. तो हनफीज और शवाफी जो है वो इसकी इजाज़त देते हैं, क्योंकि वो कहते हैं कीमत एक दफ़ा तय होगी तो अब तब्दील नहीं होगी. So it is necessary in murabaha that the buyer must know original price. अब ये देख लें, this is the main thing, that buyer must know original price, at what price seller himself bought it, and additional expenses, if any, the cost the buyer, the seller, he himself borne upon, and the amount of the profit he will charge. So accordingly, murabaha is a contract of trustworthiness. So that is why we say that ये trustworthiness का इतमाद का अक्द कहलाता है, उकूद अमानात में आता है कि जिसके अंदर आदमी जो है वो सच बोलता है और झूठ नहीं बोलता और इंफॉर्मेशन को ठीक ठीक पहुंचा देता है. यहां तक बात सबको क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Need of the murabaha, in short, it has been discussed under the slide, under this heading, that to protect the innocent person. The buyer who is innocent, he has no extra information of the market and he got deceived again and again. So to protect that innocent buyer, the buyer is advised to purchase something upon murabaha basis, because in murabaha there is a built-in right for the buyer that if buyer detect any cheating, then the buyer secures the right to cancel the contract and he can get back his money from the seller. अगर बायर को कोई चीट किया गया, उसको पर सेलर ने ये बताया कि उसने खुद ये चीज़ 100 रुपए की खरीदी, हालांकि उसने 80 रुपए की खरीदी थी, तो इसका मतलब है उसने झूठ बोला परचेज प्राइस में, और बाद में बायर को पता चल गया कि सेलर ने ये झूठ बोला था डिस्क्लोज प्राइस करते हुए, तो फिर बायर के पास राइट है, चाहे तो अपने पैसे ले ले और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल कर दे, या जितना उसे लूटा गया अपनी कीमत वापस ले ले, उतनी कीमत वापस ले ले. तो उस इनोसेंट बायर को धोखे और फ्रॉड से बचाने के लिए ये मुराबाह की इजाज़त दी गई थी. चूंकि सहाबी इसी तरह आए थे जिनको अक्सर धोखा हो जाता था, तो हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने उनको एडवाइस किया था. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, advised him to buy something on credit and also announces no cheating, la khilaba, ये कह दिया करो. All the terms and conditions that are necessary and mandatory for the general sale contract will be taken care of in the Murabahah contract also, like subject matter possession. Subject matter must be existent in the beginning of the contract. There should be the permissible commodity, and the price of subject matter must be certain, additional. All these conditions that we take care in the normal sale, all those conditions will be taken care in the Murabahah cases. Okay, so these are the specific conditions for Murabaha that look at here. There are some specific conditions related to Murabaha. That subject matter to be traded should be real but not necessarily tangible, like rights and the royalties. The subject matter should be real but not necessarily tangible, like rights and royalties, because rights and royalties are, for example, if a book I have purchased its publishing rights from American's author and I want to sell it on Murabaha, then it is allowed for me to sell those publishing rights on Murabaha basis. So it is allowed. Any subject matter that is subject to the rules of Bay Saraf that cannot be sold through Murabaha, like currency, gold, and silver, because Bay Saraf says in a homogeneous that you must buy on equal basis, and Murabaha to sell something on profit. So that is why it is not allowed to sell gold and silver and the currencies on Murabaha basis, because it will open the door of riba. Credit document that represent debt owed by someone cannot be subject matter of the riba. For example, if someone has the price bond or security bond, and he says he bought himself for 14,000, and the cost is something, and he will charge the profit and he will sell it for 15,000, but worth of the price bond is 14,000. So is it allowed to sell it on Murabahah basis? No, because it would be considered riba. कि 14,000 रुपए चीज को 15,000 में बेच रहा है, और वो भी उसके ऊपर चुके, और वो जो डॉक्यूमेंट है that is showing the debt. So it means that he is selling debt upon Murabaha, debt against profit. It will be considered again a riba. Loan can be sold only on hawala basis. Loan can be only transferred, cannot be more than higher prices. The seller must state the original price and the additional expenses incurred on the sale item, and it must be just and true to his words. यानी वो जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन देगा उसके अंदर वो सच्ची इंफॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, उसके अंदर उसका झूठ की मिलावट नहीं होनी चाहिए. If cost cannot be described in exact amount, then the murabaha cannot be executed, but musawama. वही वाली बात, if he is not in position to disclose the purchase price of the commodity or the expenses he paid in the commodity, then he cannot sell that commodity on murabaha basis. तो वो मुसावमा पे उसको सेल कर सकता है. Expenses that are included in the cost. So which type of expenses that can be included in the cost when we say that he can, when he will disclose his cost? Hanfi, Malki, and Shafi, all of these three jurists say that all expenses which have somehow modified the object, like tailoring, dyeing of the cloth, and those which have not modified it but were nevertheless incurred for the object's sake, like transportation cost, storage cost, commission, etc. he paid. So all of these expenses will be covered in the murabaha. But the more practical opinion is the Hanbali opinion. It says that the Hanbali's view is more realistic, according to which all expenses can be added with mutual consent if seller tells every expense separately to the buyer. यानी कि वो सारे expenses disclose कर दे कि जनाब ये expenditures हैं, अब आप बताएं कि जी किस बात पर हम प्राइस तय करें. तो मुमकिन है बायर कह कर ये एक्सपेंसेस निकाल दें, ये एक्सपेंसेस निकाल दें, तो जहाँ पर उनकी बात तय हो जाए तो उतने एक्सपेंसेस जो है वो कॉस्ट इंक्लूड कर ली जाए।